Your dream woman is not going to approach you, and I don't mean that because you're ugly. Look, here's the thing, just tell me if I'm tracking, right? You want like a beautiful, feminine, godly woman, right? The type of woman that you would be proud to have on your arm, the type of woman you'd be excited to come home with, the type of woman that you would be proud to have kids with. You just know she'd be a great mom. The type of woman you would want to show off to your friends, that you would want to bring around your mom. The type of woman that you're just proud to have, right? That feels like a blessing bestowed onto you by God. See, if I'm tracking, those type of women are very feminine, and the idea of going up and approaching someone, going up and taking that initiative and being attentive and going and asking for their number, going to approach someone that you find attractive, that is naturally a masculine initiative. And I don't think I really started to even slightly understand this until probably about my junior homecoming or prom, when there was this girl that was across the room when we were dancing and stuff, and she kept making eye contact with me, but I don't have another word for it, right? I don't want to cuss, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was bitching out. You follow me? I'm trying not to cuss, so I don't want to say anything, but you follow what I'm saying. When I finally got the nuts, when I finally, ballsed up and grabbed my nuts and actually went over and talked to her, one of the first things that came out of her mouth was, "Finally, I was hoping you were going to come talk to me." And that's when it kind of clicked for me. That was my first light bulb moment almost with it. If you have like some female friends when you were in school or anything like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. There were a lot of women that I went to school with who liked a dude even though they didn't talk with them, because they didn't want to be the one to approach them, right? So they almost just had these like secret crushes on people in school. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's just a feminine thing, right? It's masculine to go up and approach somebody like that. And I know there's gonna be some people that are like, well, my woman approached me. Well, actually, like that, like, I don't really care about that. I'm talking in generalizations. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about for most circumstances, most people. Because for the most part, the women that I was mentioning in the very beginning, right, the type of woman that you're looking for, because they are very feminine, they're naturally probably going to be shy. They're going to be soft. They're not going to go take that initiative. And that's fine, because ideally in your relationship, you want some polarization. Like, you're a young masculine man. You're Christ-focused. You're on self-improvement. You're submitted to God, right? You're growing yourself. You're building yourself. You're building that business, going for that career, whatever it actually is. Odds are you actually probably want to be in your masculine. You want to feel like a masculine man. And when you do that, if you're really operating in the masculine, you're going to naturally put the women around you in their feminine. And that's only going to be, especially if they are naturally a feminine woman, when you actually are acting in that masculine role, they're just going to be more and more feminine, right? You'll hear people talk about it all the time. That's beautiful. I think it's perfect when it works like that. Like, I've never heard a woman's fantasy that started with, yeah, and I approached him. Like, that just doesn't happen. You never hear that. Weird thing though, men, it feels like, have gotten so soft and so feminine, especially even Christian men, which is kind of surprising to me. Maybe it's just because I posted the video on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, but there were dudes who, when I talked about this in a video on shorter form content, got mad at me in the comment section, are like, oh yeah, we shouldn't approach women and stuff like that, or it's a anti-biblical thing to approach women. It's not really a Christian-like thing to do. When did Christian men get so soft that they think approaching women is wrong, right? And I know a lot of them are just coping, right? If you're the type of dude who thinks it's unchristian or unbiblical to go approach women, then you're coping. You're coping. I got off a client call with a young woman just yesterday who was with her boyfriend, and it's starting to get almost a bit stale because she would just wish he would take more initiative. And I get those DMs on Instagram a lot from women where it's like the dude that they're with just doesn't take initiative. He's a little bit feminine. He doesn't act in that masculine role. I know the internet is trying to tell you that's not what women want, but in my experience, especially with the higher quality women, which, because I talk about Christ-focused self-improvement, I talk about growing with God and all these types of things on my page, the type of women that follow me typically are higher quality women for the most part. The overwhelming majority of those women want men to be more masculine. That's just what it is. And here's the thing, it's gonna feel uncomfortable to do that. I totally get it. The idea of going up to approach somebody, especially when you're in school, when you're in high school, and it really is a big deal, because if you get rejected or whatever happens, everyone in the school is gonna find out by the end of the day, because everyone just talks and tells each other about stuff. I know that makes it feel a little bit awkward, but just go for it. It's really not that deep. And I know it seems scary. That's only because it's something new. That's why business seems scary. That's why posting on social media seems scary at first. That's why approaching the woman seems scary at first. It's all because it's a new experience. You don't know what to expect. I totally get that. Your palms will probably get sweaty. Your armpits will probably get sweaty. Your forehead will probably be dripping sweat or be getting nice and sweaty right about here on the brow. That's going to happen. It's normal. And it's only after you go up and just do it a few times or do it once or twice, you're going to realize, hey, that really wasn't that bad. And a lot of times, even once you get comfortable with it, you'll start shooting your shot at the girls that are really attractive or the girls that you do really want to talk to. And you'll be surprised at the results you get back. And I'll just flat out say it. To not be willing to approach women is a bit feminine as a man. I'm not going to lie. Christ-focused self-improvement is what I teach. We have a free community for Christians down below and a paid one. You can go check them out. Subscribe for more, like this video. I'm going to be trying to post every single day. I hope this video helped you, and stay blessed.